Okay, welcome to another driving in the car podcast. But this is just something I feel really called to share right now. Um, this is for anyone who is in a season of eating shit. And maybe you know what I mean, maybe you don't, but there are just some seasons in your business that are just going to fucking suck, period. And that's okay. That's normal. And right now, like, I am just, you know, I'm just driving home to visit my family, and like I just know right now that I am on such a high point, right? Like we just had our highest cash month ever. I fucking love my team. My client results are just getting better and better and better. I have more free time now. Like I, just spent the entire day surfing with a friend. Didn't even touch Instagram. Not that I don't like Instagram, I do, but sometimes it's nice to just have a full disconnect, right? And I really know right now that this is a high season, right? This is a very high season, probably one of the highest feeling moments right now that I've had in I don't know, maybe ever, right? Um, but what I know with high seasons is that there's also low seasons. That's just how this thing works, right? And even though I'm in, like everything feels really, really, really good right now, it doesn't always feel like that. Like this time last year, I was in an eating shit season. Like I was in such an eating shit season, like last September, that I literally had a conversation with myself. This is me talking to myself in my head, and was basically like, you know what? You need to stop surfing right now because your business actually really needs you. And like, you're going to drown if you don't sort some stuff out, right? So like that's what it was. And I remember at some point, last was it 2023, really, really high season for me was like March, April, right? March, April. May, it started to get hard. June started to get hard, right? July, August, September started to get hard, right? October was pretty fucking hard. And November and it's not like I wasn't trying. Like I was still honestly all in. I was fucking working all the time. I had a ton of mentors. In fact, I probably was like, at one point I was like, holy shit, I think I have too many mentors right now. I think I'm more confused now that I have so many mentors. And I was just like really going through it, like really going through it. And that's my point, right? That is my point. You're going to have seasons that suck and you're going to have seasons that are amazing. And, like if you're just starting out, honestly, you're going to be in a season of it sucks probably. Like I'll just tell you because I can see the different things that are going on, right? With clients and their journey and stuff like that. And it's like, especially if like you're newer in business or whatever, I mean, you're going to go through a pretty decent season of eating shit. Honestly, you are. And you're going to wonder why it's taking forever and, why this isn't working and why your calls aren't closing and all this stuff. And the reality is, like, you have to go through that season. You have to eat shit for a while because you have to put in the reps. Like I was talking to a client the other day and, like I've probably got clients anywhere from, they at this point right now that they like haven't signed their first client or they're pretty like new, right? Or I also have clients that are making, $40K a month, right? Something like that. So there's like quite a range. And this gal is a little on the newer side. And, she sent me this message and she's, feeling really defeated because to be fair, she just signed her first pay in full client, right, in the program the other day. And so that was awesome. But then she had a bunch of sales calls booked this week, which is, totally progress, right? But she's like, I just got off 3 calls and none of them closed and I'm feeling super defeated about it. And she was, we were kind of troubleshooting, like, why is this happening? What do you need to change? What do we think it is? Do we think that it's your closing skills? Do we think it's your content and your warm up? And, what really is it, right? But part of that conversation, other than the tactical, like, here's what you do to move forward, here's what you need to focus on, here's what the constraint is of your business so that you can go solve it. Part of that conversation was like, look, right now, I pretty much was like, honestly, like, from everything that I know, everything that I see, I think the problem is sales. Like, I just think that it's a skill deficiency in sales. Yes, there's other things. There's always many different factors. But to me, this is the biggest thing. And honestly, this, like, guess what season you're going to be in right now? You're going to be in a season of eating shit, and that's just how it is, right? And you can't skip the reps. And obviously we fast track for things. We fast track things for people a lot, right? Like, our sales coach in the program right now is, pardon my French, fucking incredible. And so many improvements across the board with like everyone inside the program, from, you know, like the help that he's been giving and all that stuff. Obviously we have trainings on it and, you know, all that stuff, right? But it doesn't change the fact that, like, you're going to hear no. You're going to get rejected. You're going to feel defeated at some points. Your nervous system's going to get triggered when you hear no. Like, that's what it is. That is just what it is. And that's the season that you're in. And it never goes away. There's always things like that, you know? Yeah, there's always something. And I think that's important to know. And I just like sort of counterbalance it when I'm in the season of like eating, like, it doesn't matter. Like, here, like, I'll just give you these frames, okay? These are the frames that I use when I'm in the, you know, the winning season versus the eating shit season. And when I'm in the eating shit season, I literally, like, it feels painful. Like, it's painful. It's not comfortable. It's not enjoyable, right? But in those moments, I literally think to myself, I feel that pain. And then the first thing that comes to my mind is like, good. This is exactly what you need. You need to feel this. Like, this thing that's happening right now that you don't like is the thing that's going to get you to the next level. Like, you need to go through this season. And so it changes from, wow, this season sucks, I hate this season, to this is molding me into the person that I need to be to get where I'm trying to go. Like, pressure makes diamonds. Like, that's what this is. And so maybe I'm just like masochistic and I'm crazy. And I mean, I'm sure, you know, I'm sure there's a large percentage of that. That's true. But my point is, when I start feeling that, the way that my mind perceives it, I don't feel like, oh, this is uncomfortable, this is bad. I'm like, oh, this is uncomfortable. Good. Love it. Let's learn to love it. Let's just sink into the season of eating shit, because there's going to be another side to this. And so it's like, I just make peace with it, I think, is really what happens. I'm like, oh, damn, we're in one of these seasons. Okay, great. And then I just like make friends with it. I just make friends with that season. And the way that I view it is like, this season is the thing. What I'm going through right now is the thing that is going to get me where I'm trying to go, right? And it doesn't matter what it is. Maybe it's learning the skill of sales. Maybe it's like, you know, just cultivating more grit and a thicker skin, whatever it is. But it's like, that's how I frame it, okay? And so say this to yourself whenever you feel that. Whenever you're like, oh my God, I just got off my 5th call and it didn't close. Or like, oh my God, my ads aren't working. Or, oh my God, I'm stressed out this month because I got to pay my team and da-da-da. Like, good. This is exactly what I need. This is the exact experience that I need to become the person that I need to become. And to me, honestly, I really don't give that much of an F about the outcome of things. Like I actually just love, I love the internal wins almost more than I like the external wins. Like, we just had our highest cash month and I'm like, okay, that's amazing. But I was actually more so celebrating like the internal shifts and the things that it took to get there. So that's the way that I view, you know, the season of eating shit. And then the other thing is, when it's good, okay, when it's good, you want to enjoy the hell out of that. Like, right now, I love it. Like, honestly, it's insane, but like, I made more money this month than my dad used to make in a year, which is crazy. And like, anyways, it doesn't matter. But my point is, it's crazy. It's super good. Team's good. Client results are good. Everything is good. Like, the people in my life are amazing. I am just having a really great time. And the way that I frame this mentally to myself is good. Enjoy this. Feel it. Like, soak in all the gratitude for this moment, right? Revel in this moment. And just know that there will eventually be another season of eating shit. And so enjoy this while it lasts, because it won't last forever. And that's just how it is. That's just how life goes. And so hopefully this is helpful. But if you're going through it right now and you're in the season of eating shit, good. Okay, lots of love. Bye.